everyone, welcome to English Kaksha again. Today we will do second poem of 10th class, Fire and Ice. While explaining this poem, somewhere I am bilingual so that you can understand this poem in a better way. So let's start your first flight. We are going to read your poem Fire and Ice. This is beautifully penned by Robert Frost. Before we start the reading of the poem, we will read about the poet. Robert Frost is a renowned American poet. Renowned means popular. In the lyrics, his relation with the natural objects are entirely self-sufficient. Lyrics means poetry. In the poetry, whatever natural objects he has used, his relation is self-sufficient. His poems suggest an enlarged interpretation. Enlarged interpretation means the poem is very short, but the meaning is very vast, and it is shown by different objects. In Fire and Ice, he suggests that the world will come to an end someday, either with fire or ice. Right? Now we will read about the poem, what kind of poem it is. Fire and Ice is rich in symbolic significance. Let me tell you what is symbolic significance. जब symbols यूज़ किए जाएं और वो symbols आपको उस deep meaning को समझा दें तो वो होता है symbolic significance. It is implicit comparison between the different objects. Different objects, कौन से different object यूज़ हुए इस poem में? Fire और ice. Fire is having different nature, ice is having different nature. One is very hot and second is very cold. तो ये जो comparison है वो इसमें दिखाया गया है. It opens with the metaphorical use of fire and ice that continues till the end. The poem is started with the fire and ice word, and then after the significance is given of fire and then of ice. So it means fire word and ice word is continued till the end. It conveys the message that obsession with unhealthy feelings like hatred, greed of lust and power may lead to destruction. What is the main message of this poem? Means when we are having the feelings like hatred, lust and power that ultimately destruct the person, the world, right? अगर ऐसी feelings होंगी तो एक दिन ये संसार वैसे ही खत्म हो जाएगा. Now we will read stanza 1. Before reading or getting the explanation of the stanza, we will come to know about the rhyming scheme of the first stanza. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. Let me tell you, some say the world will end in fire. This is A. Some say in ice. This is B. From what I have tasted of desire, this is A. Fire and desire same. I hold with those who favor fire. This is also A. So it means the first stanza is having the rhyming scheme A, B, A, A. Right? Now we will read the stanza for its explanation. Some say the world will end in fire. Some people say that this world will end in fire. Fire किस चीज़ का symbol है? I will tell you. Some say in ice and some people say it will end in ice. Ice किस चीज़ का symbol है? वो भी मैं आपको बताऊंगी. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. मैंने जो खुद एक्सपीरियंस किया वो डिज़ायर है और मैं अग्री करता हूँ उन लोगों के साथ जो फायर को मानते हैं कि संसार को वो ख़त्म कर देगी. What is given in this stanza? Actually, in this stanza, the poet says that there are two contrary opinions. About what? About the world would meet its end. How the world would meet its end. Some people are of the opinion that cruelty. Let me tell you, fire is the symbol of anger, cruelty, fury, enmity, right? So that's why he is saying that some people are having the opinion that cruelty, fury and anger will burn the world to a fiery end. But on the other side, some people say in ice. Others are there also who are saying it will destroy or it will come to an end in ice. Ice symbolizes cold feelings like jealousy, hatred, indifference and self-centeredness. So these two lines are clear. From what I have tasted of desire. Now here he is saying that what I have experienced after listening their opinions, what I have experienced, that is desire. Desire क्या है? Desire is having the deep meaning that is always hot. अगर हमारे अंदर किसी चीज़ की desire है तो वो एक तरह से एक फायर की तरह ही है, कभी ख़त्म नहीं होती. तो in the same way when people are having so much desire and they are very desirable or desiring nature person, then it means that must end, right? So in the same way, he is saying that what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. He is saying that now these days everyone is very desiring, everyone is running after their desires. That's why this world will end in fire. And I agree. Hold means I agree. I agree with those people who are saying that the world will end in fire. Basically, if we will see the other meaning of this stanza, that is, as the global warming is increasing day by day, one day there will be too much warming that the world will ultimately end. खुद ही सूरज की इतनी गर्मी हो जाएगी, इतनी जगह गर्मी होने के बाद आग फैल जाएगी, जिसकी वजह से द फायर विल एनगल्फ द वर्ल्ड, ये संसार को निगल जाएगी, राइट। और दूसरी जगह हम इसका दूसरा मीनिंग भी ये निकालते हैं कि जैसे लोगों के अंदर इंडिफरेंस है, एंगर है, फ्यूरी है, तो दैट इज ऑल्सो लाइक द ग्लोबल वार्मिंग. So we can take both explanations. In different books, you will be having the different explanations. Now we will read second stanza. But if it had to perish twice. Perish means destroy. Twice means दो बार. अगर इसको दो बार डिस्ट्रक्ट होना है, it means the earth. अगर अर्थ को दो बार डिस्ट्रॉय होना है तो कैसे? I think I know enough hate. मुझे पता है कि शायद वो hate है. To say that for destruction eyes. To say that for destruction eyes is also great and would suffice. Suffice means sufficient. So now here in this stanza, he is saying that if the earth had to destroy twice, once it will be destroyed with the fire, and second, if it is in the survival or it is existing again, then again it had to destroy, it will destroy it by ice only. I think I know enough hate. On the other side, he is saying that hate, that is the symbol of ice. Actually, ice is a symbol. Actually, ice symbolizes cold feelings like jealousy, hatred, indifference, and self-centeredness. So he is saying that only ice or only hate is the thing or the one element that can destroy the world completely. It is having a great force. It is having great power that would suffice, and that will be sufficient to destroy this world. Actually, in the second stanza, the poet continues his idea that the world will perish twice, but the force of destruction is completely in contrast. In the first stanza, he was saying it is fire. In the second stanza, he is saying ice, right? So, the main motto of the explanation or the message is that global warming may lead to destruction of the world, right? Now, we will read which kind of literary devices are used in this poem. First is alliteration. Some say the world will end in fire. Some say SS is repeated, world will, WW repeated. This is alliteration. In second line, I hold with those who favor fire. FF is repeated, that is alliteration. Now second is symbolism. As in the beginning I told you, this poem is rich in symbolic significance. Symbols are used. Two symbols are used, fire and ice. What they are symbolizing? Fire is the symbol of lust, greed, anger and violence. These are the feelings. If the people continue with these feelings, then the world will end, right? Ice is the symbol of hatred, indifference, lack of consideration. If these feelings will be in the heart of the people, then ultimately the world will end. So basically these symbols are conveying the whole poem. Next is enjambment. In snow or dust of snow also he has used this literary device. In this also. Enjambment. What is enjambment? When one line is running to the other line. See here. Some say the world will end in fire. No comma is here. No punctuation mark is here. No full stop. Some say the world will end in fire. Some say in ice. I think I know enough of hate. Same idea is conveyed here. In the second also. To say that for destruction ice is also great and would suffice. The same idea is conveyed through one line to second and second to third. That is called enjambment. I hope you have understood this poem very carefully. After this, any of the resource book you can use and do the practice of this poem, short question answers and extracts also. Thank you.